Join me as I dive into the scandalous love life of Zeus and see if we can uncover all his wild affairs. Zeus, the king of gods in Greek mythology, is often depicted as a powerful, authoritative figure, ruling over Mount Olympus with an iron fist. But behind the scenes, his love life is a tangled web of complicated relationships, illicit affairs, and even divine scandals. For Zeus, love and lust were often inseparable from power, and his pursuit of both would lead to some of the most legendary stories in Greek mythology. When it comes to Zeus's love life, it's hard to separate fact from fiction. The ancient Greeks were known for their vivid storytelling, and myths about Zeus's romantic conquests have been passed down for centuries. Some say his affairs were acts of passion. Others claim they were strategic maneuvers. But one thing is certain. Zeus's affairs have left a lasting impact on Greek mythology, shaping the very fabric of the myths and legends we know today. Zeus's reputation as a ladies' man has led to many controversies among gods and mortals alike. His numerous affairs caused tension within the Olympian community, often pitting goddesses and nymphs against each other in a desperate battle for his attention. But the chaos wasn't confined to Olympus alone. His relationships with mortal women often brought devastating consequences, not only for the women themselves, but for entire kingdoms. As we delve deeper into Zeus's love life, we'll explore the complex web of relationships that have defined his reign as king of the gods. From the jealous wrath of Hera, who sought revenge against her unfaithful husband and his many lovers, to the fleeting romances with mortal women that gave birth to heroic figures, Zeus's love life is a rich tapestry of drama, passion, and deceit. Let's begin with Europa, one of Zeus's most famous conquests. Europa was a beautiful Phoenician princess, and Zeus, taken by her beauty, transformed himself into a majestic white bull. In this form, he lured Europa onto his back and whisked her away to the island of Crete. From their union, Europa bore 3 sons, including Minos, who would later become the king of Crete and a judge of the dead in the underworld. This tale has been retold countless times, but what's often overlooked is the impact this affair had on his already strained marriage to Hera. Zeus's wife, Hera, was the goddess of marriage, and she did not take kindly to her husband's infidelities. Her jealousy is legendary, and her vengeance often fell not on Zeus, but on the women he seduced, and sometimes their children. For example, Hera's wrath would eventually come to haunt Europa's descendants. King Minos, despite his divine heritage, would face the curse of a monstrous offspring, the Minotaur, a reminder of the divine and mortal entanglements that Zeus so often instigated. Next, we move to Zeus's affair with Leda, the wife of King Tyndareus of Sparta. This particular romance resulted in one of the most significant events in Greek mythology, the birth of Helen of Troy. Disguised as a swan, Zeus seduced Leda, and from their union, Helen was born. Helen's beauty was said to be unparalleled, so much so that her abduction would spark the infamous Trojan War, a conflict that lasted a decade and reshaped the Greek world. Leda's story is a testament to Zeus's reckless disregard for mortal lives and kingdoms, as his desires frequently disrupted the natural order. Another one of Zeus's most scandalous affairs is his relationship with his niece, Leto. This forbidden romance produced 2 of the most important gods in the Greek pantheon, Apollo and Artemis. However, Leto's pregnancy wasn't easy. Hera, enraged by her husband's betrayal, cursed Leto, forbidding any land to give her shelter during childbirth. After wandering in exile, Leto eventually found refuge on the floating island of Delos, where she gave birth to her divine children. The story of Leto highlights the lengths to which Hera would go to punish Zeus's lovers and protect her place as queen of the gods. But Hera's jealousy didn't always succeed in preventing Zeus's affairs. His affair with Io, a mortal priestess of Hera, led to a particularly tragic outcome. In an attempt to hide Io from Hera's wrath, Zeus transformed her into a cow. However, Hera wasn't fooled, and she sent a gadfly to torment Io, driving her mad and forcing her to wander the earth. Io's tale is one of suffering and divine punishment. illustrating the collateral damage caused by Zeus's unrelenting desires. Zeus's affairs weren't always limited to women, either. One of his most infamous liaisons was with the Trojan prince Ganymede, whom Zeus abducted and brought to Mount Olympus to serve as his cupbearer. Ganymede's beauty captivated Zeus, and their relationship was one of the rare instances of male companionship in Greek mythology. The story of Ganymede adds another layer to Zeus's complex love life, showcasing the god's unpredictable and often controversial romantic pursuits. As we reflect on the many conquests and romantic entanglements that have defined Zeus's reign, we're reminded that even the most powerful gods were not immune to the whims of the heart. Zeus, in particular, embodied the duality of divine power and human frailty. His love life, filled with passion and betrayal, was a constant source of conflict, not just for him, but for all of Olympus. In the end, Zeus's affairs and the drama they generated serve as a reflection of human relationships, albeit on a divine scale. They reveal much about the values, fears, and desires of the ancient Greeks. Zeus's behavior may have been scandalous, but it also made him relatable, a god who, despite his immense power, struggled with the same emotions as mortals. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the scandalous love life of Zeus. If you have a favorite Zeus myth, be sure to share it with me in the comments below. And if you're hungry for more Greek mythology content, don't forget to check out my other videos and subscribe for more mythological deep dives.